boy, Benny. So the interesting thing about truth is that it shall set you free. It feels good to speak the truth. And sometimes you just have to break the shackles of lies and say true things, as uncomfortable as they may be. And I just cannot believe the clip I'm about to show you. A Republican member of Congress from Tennessee, Tim Burchett's his name. He straight up says that the intel agencies are blackmailing us, members of Congress, and compromising us to not release the Epstein files. Holy smokes, it melts my face off. Check out this clip. I cannot believe this was aired on television, Newsmax, actually. And he just straight up says it. Watch.
Deviancy out there. We're seeing a lot of the left's depravity allegedly connected to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Now, you're also working to uncover his infamous client log from his private jet, a motion the Democrat Senator Dick Durbin is trying to block. Congressman, why do you think so many Democrats are committed to protecting the list of a dead pedophile? What possible national security implications could that have?
What you see in so many times, my dear friend Marsha Blackburn, I thought she was snubbed. That's why I got involved with it. She can handle her own. But when the Democrat-controlled Senate did that, I went to Chairman Comer in the Republican-controlled House, and I said, we need to fix this. This is wrong. And too many of my colleagues, I'm afraid, are compromised in this area for whatever reason. Somebody's whispered in their ear, said, hey, you don't want something to come out on something else. You better keep your mouth shut on this. And that's exactly what they've done. And it continues to go, whether it's the honeypot that the Russians used to use or something worse. I don't know. But it's clearly, you see that up and down the line. You see good conservatives vote for liberal policies. And frankly, you see some liberals occasionally that will vote for something else. So obviously, the Congress has been compromised, and this continues on through the White House, through the Justice Department. The trash can is very deep. It's not a swamp. It's an open sewer.
What? I mean, what? Wait, what? What did the guy just say? The guy just said that the intel agencies come and blackmail members of Congress to vote certain ways, Republicans and Democrats, saying that we will expose you or some criminal or some embarrassing thing in your past if you don't vote a certain way. If you release the Jeffrey Epstein flight logs or the information on Jeffrey Epstein, which James Comer has the capacity to get and release at any time, Republicans have the capacity to get and release at any time, then we will come after you. Tim Burchett straight up saying, like, Republicans are compromised? And then all of Congress is, he said all of Congress is compromised by this? Holy moly. How deep does the rabbit hole go? We're about to find out. Tim Burchett requests Chairman James Comer subpoena flight logs for Jeffrey Epstein, private plane, as well as any other documents that deem appropriate and necessary to determine who are among the scumbags Jeffrey Epstein counted as clients. God bless you, Tim Burchett. You are a absolute hero of the Republic. Here's the letter itself. Why are they trying to hide who was Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Well, because Jeffrey Epstein's clients are their biggest donors and supporters. Bill Gates, it's far better to have Bill Gates scared, one of the world's richest men and most powerful men. It's far better to have Bill Gates on your side, doing what you tell him to do, and holding this leverage over him. If it all comes out, you have no more leverage. And Bill Gates either goes to jail, which is where he belongs, for a number of things, but for this also, or he flees the country. Bill Gates is accused of being pictured with one of Jeffrey Epstein's alleged victims in a photo taken by the pedophile financier himself in March of 2014, years after Epstein's 2008 conviction of soliciting. So this didn't stop Bill Gates. Bill Gates said, hey, baby, come on over for dinner. Time for dinner. Jeffrey Epstein, my best friend. Bill Gates, they're pictured with Jeffrey Epstein, and then Jeffrey Epstein also taking photos of Bill Gates with one of the women he was trafficking. Holy smokes. A shocking new photo published by the Wall Street Journal appears to show Microsoft founder Bill Gates standing alongside a Polish model in her 20s who said that she was one of financier Jeffrey Epstein's victims. Gates and Epstein's friendship was well documented, with the billionaire saying that he regretted their relationship. Did he really? Did he really say that? Let's go ahead and check the tape as to what Bill Gates really said.
You know, I've said I regretted having those dinners, and there's absolutely nothing new on that.
Is there a lesson for you, for anyone else looking at this?
Well, he's dead. So, in general, you always have to be careful.
You got to be careful. You see him shrug. I don't know. He's dead. You got to be careful. Not careful enough. Over 170 of Jeffrey Epstein's high-profile associates will be named. In court documents set to be unsealed in the first days of 2024, a judge has ruled to unseal these documents that would name 177 of the people who were Jeffrey Epstein friends, recruiters, and victims. Within the coming weeks, the material is related to a defamation case brought against the royal family. You can see the filing right here. So what will we learn? Well, they may not be able to stop this one. We'll see. We'll see what happens. This is the judge, God bless, Judge Loretta Preska, who wrote unsealed in full next to the names of 177 Does, this would be like John Does, like people who have been protected, Epstein friends within the coming weeks. Apparently in the first week of the new year. So I told you it's going to be wild. Buckle up for 2024. Man, does your bingo card have released the Jeffrey Epstein list on the first date? And who, of course, will be on that list? Well, we know exactly who will be on that list. We know exactly who's going to be on there. Flight logs show Bill Clinton flew on sex offender's jet much more than previously known. What were they talking about? I'm sure they were talking about their grandkids. Here's the documents. You can see it right here. There's President William J. Clinton on Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs. What were they doing? Where were they going? What were they doing? Don't know. Not hard to see what this was all about. It was about an intel operation. And it was embarrassing to the American political class and the FBI and the CIA, who are supposed to protect our political oligarchs, didn't. Jeffrey Epstein was a foreign intelligence asset, and now Jeffrey Epstein has all this information on the most powerful people in the world. People say he worked for Mossad. I don't know. I'm not sure. Sure would like to know. Sure would be healthy to know. And of course, if you're protecting a predator, why? Doesn't make any sense. He's dead. So why is Marsha Blackburn not able to get the flight logs? Here's Dick Durbin being asked, hey, we need you to subpoena and get the flight logs in the Senate. Yet somehow Dick Durbin refuses to allow those flight logs to be released. And when asked about it, he's like, huh? Who's that? I don't know. I don't know anything. Go away. Oh, you're Fox News. He attacks Fox News for asking.
Can I ask you a quick question? Why won't you subpoena Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs?
So who are you?
Hillary Vaughn with Fox.
With Fox, of course. I don't know anything about his flight logs.
But why won't you subpoena them? Why don't you want to know?
I don't know the issue. I know who Epstein was, but I certainly don't know anything about the issue.
Well, he was charged with sex trafficking, so why don't you want to know who was utilizing his private plane?
Never been raised by anyone.
Well, Senator Blackburn has wanted to subpoena them, and there hasn't been a vote in your committee.
Said a word to me, not a word.
But aren't you curious,
He's
like
such
what high-profile or powerful people might be closeted predators and pedophiles? Doesn't that concern you?
Of course.
So why won't you subpoena them if you can?
It's the first time anyone has raised it. Thank you, Fox.
Okay, not the first time anyone has raised it. Obviously, Marsha Blackburn has been very publicly trying to get this information out. Dick Durbin, one of his best friends, is Bill Clinton. Somebody who raises a lot of money for Dick Durbin is Bill Clinton. Somebody who controls Dick Durbin is Bill Clinton. And is Dick Durbin going to be implicated in this? Those are the questions, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you can't ask these questions, of course. If you ask the questions, you'll be silenced. If you ask the wrong questions about the wrong people, they'll take you off the air. That's what happened to one of ABC News's top anchors in this undercover video that was filmed while they were off air, talking about having the Clintons and Epstein and the royal family all bundled up, nicely packaged, and the story never ran. Why is that exactly?
The story for 3 years. I've had this interview with Virginia Roberts. We would not put it on the air. First of all, I was told, who's Jeffrey Epstein? No one knows who that is. This is a stupid story. Then the palace found out that we had her whole allegations about Prince Andrew and threatened us a million different ways. We were so afraid we wouldn't be able to interview Kate and Will that also quashed the story. And then Alan Dershowitz was also implicated in it because of the planes. She told me everything. She had pictures. She had everything. She was in hiding for 12 years. We convinced her to come out. We convinced her to talk to us. It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton. We had everything.
Clinton. We had Clinton. Everything. And now members of Congress, Republicans, are saying the trash can runs deep on Jeffrey Epstein. Why have you never heard anything about him? Why was he killed in prison? Well, there's your answer right there. Member of Congress saying too many powerful people, too compromised. They have to get rid of it all. And they blackmail members of Congress to not ask the right questions. So we're going to start asking, and we're going to start pushing on this program. This is really important. This blew our minds. We look forward to speaking with Congressman Burchett and finding out the truth and applying pressure. A lot of congressmen come on the show. I think we're going to start asking. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay salty.